Hi, Patrick here. I have Cheetah Will View, and we are here for another film review. Today we will be talking about 2023's You Should Have Killed Me, which is written and directed by Michael James Minard, and also stars a Damian Allen Machino as our main star Monty. Rob Merritt plays Jeeves. Bryce Taylor plays Kevin, and Dylan Yeager plays Ducky, and Maddie Whalen plays Sully, um, and Michael and Bruce. Was it Bruce or Pat? I'm sorry, Patrick. Patrick Gim plays Raymond. So this is a gangster story. This is set in a small town, and the movie opens up with three guys making a heist. They come out of a building and they got bags full of cash, and they run to their contact and their getaway guy, and they say, "Hey, we got to get out of here because you can hear the sirens." And the main guy he wants to know if they got all their money, and they say yes, but we got to get out of here. So as they're chatting along, suddenly one of the other gangsters hits the main thief, hits him in the back of the head, and they put him in that back of the car. This turns out to be Monty. Monty, played by Damian Allen Machino, who actually has a really, he looks sort of like David Morse. The first thing I thought of when I saw him was, wow, he could be David Morse's brother. And he's one of my favorite actors, so that's the reason I noticed that right off the bat. So they get back to the house, their hideout house, and it turns out that Damien or Monty has planned a big heist to not only help his boss Sully out, but to also buy his way out of the gang so he can try to have a normal life. Plus, his daughter is very, very sick and needs the money for an operation. But all of a sudden, Sully he changes his mind. He says, "Well, since you decided that you're going to quit me and the gang, you don't get any money because the money's all mine." And now that sets off Monty, and he's begging Sully for just give me his money, let me get out of here. I'm not going to bother you. I just want to save my daughter's life. And Sully decides that he's going to be really cruel, and so he flips a coin that's Monty's coin. He flips it. He says, "Well, if it's on Jesus, you get to meet him right now. If it's not, well, it'll be a couple more minutes after that." So Sully's just a real cold jerk. He's a cold-hearted jerk. Turns out that Monty gets the bad luck, and Sully shoots him point blank in the face. So a few hours later, Monty wakes up, and he realizes that he's been shot in the face. He's got a bullet in his head, and so he gets up, and he's not too happy about it, of course. He cleans himself up. He puts a Band-Aid over his where he got shot at, and he's off to find Monty. And that's all he wants. He goes to the people. He knows Sully pretty well. He knows after he gets a big score, he likes to party. So he goes to the two most people who would be responsible for that big party, and that would be Ducky and Kevin. And they go to their house, and he says, "Where are they? Where's Sully? Where's the crew? I don't want to talk about this. I just want you to tell me where they're at." And then they mentioned that he probably went over to Raymond's because he owes Raymond some money. And everybody loves Raymond, which made me laugh when he said it. So then we do see Sully. We see him over, and he's over at Raymond's, and Raymond is Sully's boss, and he owes Raymond some cash. So he gives him some cash. Here you go. I paid you off. I'm trying to expand my operation. I don't need any hassles. And of course, Raymond tells him the slowest roll. And he wants to know, like, you didn't rob just anybody. You robbed the feds. So it's gonna be FBI all over. It's gonna be FBI over here. It could cause problems for everybody concerned. But because Raymond is a money launderer. That's one of his one of the things he does in his operation. He launders money, and Sully says, "Well, you generally don't have any trouble doing that regardless. And Raymond's not too happy with the flip answer. He goes, well, what else have you left me behind? What else have you left behind? Is there anything else you should tell me about? And then he slowly tells him that he had shot and killed Monty, which we know that didn't happen. Uh, so anyway, Monty comes over to Raymond's bar, and he's on the hunt for Raymond because now he knows that Raymond has money, and that's part of Monty's score. So he wants to get it from Raymond. Well, that doesn't happen because Raymond's a badass. He's got a couple of really, but he's a cool dude. Raymond actually is a cool gangster, and so those two guys talk for a while, and Raymond says, "I don't have anything for you. You just need to go. You need to find Sully. That's what you need to do." So he kicks him out of his bar, and Monty is, he's really upset. So he goes back. And to find out some more information, and he also ends up killing one of Sully's henchmen. And this is going to be another problem. He's killed one of the guys who he robbed the place with that he robbed. Now he's there at the house of Ducky and Kevin, and there's a mess to be cleaned up. So he needs to call in Jeeves, who does all sorts of things for all sorts of people for all sorts of money. And so he continues to look for his cash. His ex-wife is calling Monty, telling him to hurry up because their daughter needs help, and he's out there running around in the streets. She doesn't know that he has scored the money they needed, but then lost it, and he's trying to get it back. So that's the big mystery of the movie. I don't want to go any further into it because I don't want to give it away. I will say this: I really like this movie. I was a little concerned when I first started watching it because of the scene where Monty gets shot. That really sort of like for a minute there, that sort of threw me because it's just I don't. He shot the guy from 6 inches away in the head, and yet I can understand if he shot him and it didn't go all the way through his head or whatever, but for him to wake up and jump up there and act like nothing had happened, even if it had been just a graze, it's one thing. But then when you put a bullet in his head as well, and so it might throw you off a little bit, but don't let it throw you off because this movie is funny as hell. It's action, it's fast, it's furious. A lot of memorable characters in this movie. I really liked it a lot. I really liked the gentleman who played Jeeves, Rob Merritt. He was outstanding. And to me, he stole the movie. I also liked the two stoners who could have got their own movie, Ducky and Kevin. Kevin was played by Bryce Taylor, and Ducky was played by Dylan Yeager. Both those, they could be you could have made a movie around just those two guys. They were hilarious. Of course, the gentleman who played Raymond, Pat Gim, also super strong. I have a feeling a lot of these actors were local to where Michael James Minard shot this film. Because I have never seen anybody, I have not seen their names anywhere before this movie, so it might have been just local actors. But good heaven, they were on fire. This is a very fun movie, and one I do recommend for sure. This movie will be coming out on Bayview Entertainment. I don't have the exact date for that yet, but I will put that in the description box when I do. And by the time that you are listening to or watching this review, I will have done my interview with Michael James Minard, and we will be talking about You Should Have Killed Me. And I will put that interview down in the description box below as well, so you can take a listen to that and as well. All right, so another banger from Bayview Entertainment. I'd like to thank our good friend Peter Castro for hooking us up with not only the movie but also the interview. I appreciate it so much, Peter. And everybody else, if you like gangster movies, you like crime movies, you like comedy, like comedy, a little bit of comedy into your action movies, Definitely recommend You Should Have Killed Me. It's an hour and 20 minutes long, and it would be rated R. Definitely rated R. Hard, hard R. The language is very salty. All right, that's it for us. We will talk at you soon. Oh, if you're new to the channel, sub, give us a sub. Drop a comment down in the comment section below. Let us know. Let us know your favorite comedy action movie, action comedy movie, comedy action, gangster movie. Let us know your favorite. We want to see what you got. All right, that is it, and we will talk to you soon. Peace.